There's sweetness. כמה בנים שאני לא ידעתי על זה. למה? His wisdom, בעזרת השם, נעשה ונצליח, והוא ברחמיו עלינו ירוויח. בבקשה רבי. Mikdash is still lying in ruins, and we hope and we pray and we wish that it will be built speedily in our days. But you're coming together for the right things. I see the food looks good, but I'm sure you didn't come just for the food. I'm sure that you came for the chizuk. I'm sure that all the speakers that spoke already today have inspired you and left you with a lot to think about. To Mrs. Yushai, thank you for arranging such a very special Yom Iyun, a day that we can be ma'ayin, we can go deeper and understand things that we need to understand. If you allow me to, I would like to dedicate, and by the time that we finish this year, she should be speaking again, B'ezrat Hashem. We just read in last week's parsha, Elo Adevorim Asher Dibra Moshe Al Kol Yisrael. These are the Devorim, these are the words that Moshe Rabbeinu spoke to all of Klal Yisrael. And it's very interesting to note that the word Devorim, words, does not just mean words. It also means things. Davar is a thing, davar is a thing, it is something. That means that the devarim, the words that a person speaks in their life, they create things in this world. They create reality in this world. They build people up in this world, like we know it says in the Mishnah in Pirkei Avos. Ba'asara maimaros nivra ha'olam. With 10 statements, HaKadosh Baruch Hu created the world. He didn't have a hammer, he didn't have nails, he didn't have a big drill. He didn't have a team of 24 contractors, each one bidding on how to build Olam Hazeh, this world. HaKadosh Baruch Hu did one thing. He opened his mouth with a maimer, with a statement. V'nivra es ha'olam, he created the world. Each and every one of us with our words. We have the koyach, we have the power to be bayrei olamos, to create worlds. Chazal tell us that every single person is an olam katan, is a small, minuscule world. Every person is a microcosm of the entire universe. And when you use your words in the right way, and when you speak to somebody properly, and when you take your words and you give it over in such a form and a fashion that is pleasant, that is inspiring, that is sensitive, that is understanding, you are bayrei olamas. You can build people. You can create people with your words. My son just told me an amazing story. He graduated from high school, and at the end of high school, the entire class sat around together for many, many hours. And they were all together for the last 4 years. Some of them have been together since elementary school. It's the end of a long time friendship as everybody is moving on. And they said to themselves, they made a game that they're going to play. They're going to go around the table, and everybody has to say something nice about everybody else who's in that class. So Reuven has to go around to all the 12, 14, 16 boys in the class and say, Yaakov, you did this so nicely to me, and you were like this. And you went around the entire table. Everybody said a nice word about somebody else. One of the boys is a very shy young man. Very quiet. And my son and him, they were roommates the first year of yeshiva. And it comes the boy's turn to go around to every boy in the class and say a nice positive thing about them. And he looked at my son and he said, I want to thank you. Because the first year that we were in yeshiva, when we were roommates, every night you used to say the following to me. As everybody was going to sleep, you would say, have a good night. Every night. You just said 3 words or 4 words. Have a good night. And he told my son, you have no idea what those words did to me at the end of every day. You have no